I am Marion Casson. I am a fiber artist and a painter, and those are the things that keep me very, very busy. Well, I like to look at nature, and I live on the Bay of Quinte, so I have a nice property where I can go out and look at my flowers and look at my trees and look at the water and work from those, and the rest of the time it just sort of comes to me. Well, I've been one way or another working in art pretty well all my life, and one day very soon after we were here, we took a drive out the Rednersville Road to buy some apples, and I saw an old farmhouse, so we phoned up about it. It happened to be in the paper, and came out and had a look at it, and there were some shelves in what had been a pantry, and I thought, oh, this would be excellent to put my pottery room in here. And of course, when you're young and anxious, you just buy it that evening and worry about what's going to happen after that. So I set up my pottery, and my address was Carrying Place, and it worked out fairly well because I managed to have 3 children in 4 years, so it was a carrying place for me. And then I did pottery for quite a few years, but I heard that there were weavers in Cherry Valley, and I had seen a really small piece of weaving at one of my pottery friends, and so I went and took 10 lessons in 5 days and bought my loom at the end of the week and started to weave, and I've been weaving ever since for about 40 years. So it's really the fiber arts have taken over, except that I do a lot of acrylic painting, have some people that paint in my studio with me, and that keeps me pretty busy, and that's my life in art. The painting studio becomes on the studio tour, it becomes an exhibition place for my fiber art and for my woven pieces and for painted things on the walls. So you'll see large abstracts, but you'll also see smaller natural paintings. I like to experiment. I like to do flowers. I like to do any of those things. You can come in, the old farmhouse is generally open, and you can come in and you can see my loom. I have a couple of looms, both threaded, and if you want to sit at the loom, or if you have your grandchildren with you or somebody else, you can sit down at my loom and weave a little piece. Now, I'm not guaranteed that I won't take it out after you leave, but you can have an experience of weaving, and a lot of the husbands come in with their wives and try and figure out how they could build one of those, and that's good luck to them, but that's fine with me. I do demonstrations on the floor loom if I have time and if people are interested. Well, for 17 years I was the curator of the museum, and so when I left the museum, I thought, oh, it's time for me to get busy in the art world. Well, be careful what you wish for, but every day I get up, I have some sort of art commitment, whether it's I can always go, and if I start I paint for 2 or 3 hours, then maybe I go and do some weaving, or I don't really work natural hours, and I have some good friends who like to go out and paint outside, or even go to Algonquin Park or somewhere else. We've gone there many, many years in the fall, and so that's the kind of thing you would see if you come and visit.